G'day gorgeous people, welcome back to my kitchen. Firstly, let me apologize in advance if you can hear the dishwasher rumble in the background, but I didn't even consider when I started the dishwasher that I was going to be filming this cooking segment. But today I'm going to teach you how to make the world's best fried chicken. Now this fried chicken recipe is slightly different in that, like most recipes I cook, there's always an element of Malaysia in it. Now this fried chicken is Belacan fried chicken. And it's not just your traditional Belacan fried chicken, but it has elements which I love from Southern fried chicken, KFC, Korean fried chicken, and Malaysian Belacan fried chicken. So this is a true fusion fried chicken recipe. I have always said anything with a golden hue is delicious, and let me tell you, this recipe is no exception. It is tasty, it is salty, it is sweet, it is spicy, it has umami. It is the happy balance of all the elements which makes a great dish. So for this recipe, I'm using drumettes and chicken wings, and I'm going to be setting the deep fat fryer to 180 degrees, and I'm going to be deep frying the chicken wings for roughly 7 to 10 minutes. You need to keep turning every few minutes. If you are shallow frying it, you may need to increase this to 10 to 12 minutes, but you need to gauge it based on temperature and the size and thickness of your chicken wings and drumettes. So let's get started, shall we? Woo! Be careful, it's going to be warm, but the way to tell if it's ready is grab a piece and see if it'll crumble to dust. If it does, it's ready. Oh, this is perfectly dry. There we go. So what we want to do now is allow this to cool down, because the last thing we want is to have this hot Belacan powder go into a chicken marinade. Now that the Belacan powder has had some time to cool down, I've actually gone through and just crushed the bigger granules up a little bit more. And that's just going to mean that you'll be able to mix better into the marinade and into the final batter mix. Now all we're doing is combining and amalgamating everything together. So just grab your chicken wings. You don't have to just use chicken wings. I love little drumettes and I love the wings because I love skin. Oh my god, I love chicken skin. You don't look like this without eating chicken skin. But if you prefer things like drumsticks or chicken breasts or thigh meat without the bone, please feel free to use those. Okay, one word of advice though, if you are in fact going to use your naked hands, because of the turmeric powder, it is going to slightly stain your hand yellow. But then again, all good things usually come in the color yellow or orange. One thing about corn flour and tapioca flour, it's got this really weird consistency and it feels really, for me, I don't like, because it's like, it's squeaky. And it just reminds me of chalk on a blackboard. It's just got that weird cotton bud feeling to it. I'm not a big fan. One for the chicken, one for me. Slanchava. And use a little bit of cling film. Wrap it up. The longer you allow this to marinate, the better the flavor will be able to penetrate through the skin and the flesh. Now, we've got turmeric, we've got alcohol, we've got some spices here which actually act as a natural tenderizer. So the longer you leave it, the tastier it's gonna be. Now, chuck it in the fridge and we'll come back in a few hours. All good things come to those who wait, and I know you've already waited for quite some time for the marination to happen, but I just need you to be a tiny bit more patient, because what we're doing next is we're going to coat the chicken in a combination of tapioca and corn flour. This is going to give each piece of chicken that extra delicious crunch when you deep fry it. Grab your chicken and then cover it in that flour mix. Shake off the excess flour and leave it on a plate, and do that for the rest of your chicken. Now that the chicken wings have been coated in this corn flour and tapioca flour mixture, we want to let this sit for another 10 to 15 minutes. This is just going to allow the flour mixture to set so that when you fry, you're going to get that extra crispy crunch. Patience is a virtue, and as you can see with the chicken wings, that corn flour and tapioca flour mixture has turned a golden hue. That means it is ready for frying. I've got the deep fat fryer out, I filled it to the maximum point, and I've set the temperature. It is now at 180 degrees Celsius. Okay. Do you like my big ass chopstick? It's already starting to sizzle. Can you hear it? Now I'm going to fry this chicken for 9 minutes, then I'm going to take it out and let it settle. If you want that extra crunch, you can always double fry the chicken. Just like your chips, double fried chips or triple fried chips are always crunchier. Now I have also flicked over to tongs because my dexterity in my hands for chopsticks, especially big ass chopsticks, is not what it used to be. I just find it so much easier for my old hands to use tongs. Oh, I've been flipping it, and despite me flipping it, some of the mixture has actually adhered and pretty much deep fried to the bottom of the net. So, you know, just something to be aware of. Because you don't want too much of that batter stuck on the bottom of that netting, because when you fry the next batch, that residue is going to burn, and you do not want burnt oil because it's going to taint the flavor of anything else that you cook in that deep fat fryer. It's time! Here we go. Oh my god. For proper oil management, what I recommend is once you finish cooking whatever you're cooking, turn the temperature off immediately. Let it cool completely. And then what you want to do is get a sieve and remove all the sediments and physical things which have come off whatever you're cooking, and return it into an airtight container or the jar or the tin that it came from. You have to do this because the enemy of oil is oxygen, because what happens is that if the oil has been exposed to too much oxygen, it kind of develops free radicals, which is stuff that's really, really bad for you. So either throw it away or store it for use another 1 or 2 times maximum. Once again, I implore you, be patient. We need to let the chicken rest for 2 to 5 minutes. Not much longer, we're almost there. I'm gonna put this on the microphone because this is seriously gonna turn into a big ass ASMR episode. Listen. Listen to this. Oh my god. I know this is my own recipe and that you shouldn't actually sing your own praises, but god damn it, this is freaking amazing. The chicken is still moist, but because we allowed it to marinate for so long, the flavor has penetrated straight into the flesh. Every single bite is a flavor explosion. You know what? I don't know if you can hear this crunch. I'm gonna take a bite next to the microphone. Okay. Don't know if you can hear this. Listen to this. Oh my god, this is so good. Oh my god, look at my fat face. Because of all the fried chicken I've been making. Thank you all so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this recipe, please hit the like button. If you're new to my channel, I'd love it if you actually subscribed and hit the bell notification button. Leave a comment below if you've actually made a version of Belacan chicken before, or if you think that this is in fact the world's best fried chicken. If not, I'd love for you to share your fried chicken recipe with me, because I am the fried chicken aficionado. Anyway, bye!